The drive for renewable energy has created a rush for development of efficient energy storage devices, a new generation of batteries, essentially. My next guest company produces a key element for one type of battery, the metal vanadium. American Vanadium is currently developing the only U.S. domestic vanadium mine, and Bill Radvak is the company's CEO. He is here with us in studio today. I was telling you, Bill, during the break, I had never heard of vanadium until today, but this really gets to the heart of the big challenge with renewable energy, right? How do you keep it around? Whether you're talking about solar or wind, which are intermittent sources, you need something to keep it going, to keep providing power. So how does vanadium sort of play into that?
Yeah, actually, they've determined it's really probably the big missing key now. They've worked hard on all sorts of renewable energies, actually creating the wind farms and solar farms. Now the Department of Energy is actually referring to the electric grid as the world's largest supply chain without a warehouse. So essentially you're either using it or dumping it, and you end up making it for your peak periods. So you're expanding the electrical grid with new substations for those peak times. So now they're really changing the focus towards providing these mass storage devices so they can store power during the evening when it's cheap and available, and then they can use it in the peak time rather than continue to build more and more billions of dollars worth of infrastructure.
So what is vanadium? What is a vanadium battery?
Right. Yeah, vanadium itself it's been around for many decades, primarily simply as a metal hardener, and so just a little bit of vanadium in your steel, and your structural steel and rebar will make it 50 to 100% stronger. So that's been the history. It's now shifting. They're starting to develop and commercialize these mass storage batteries made of vanadium. So they're called vanadium flow batteries. And actually, President Obama mentioned it in a speech a number of months ago and said it's the coolest thing he ever said. Imagine he'd never heard of it either. But it really is the best technology moving forward. There's going to be a number of solutions for the storage. Vanadium batteries are essentially just big vats of vanadium and sulfuric acid. And it's a really unique metal, both the positive and negative side. And so it's not a pure chemical reaction, it's more of an electrical reaction happening in there. So these things will charge and discharge instantly, and they'll do it thousands and thousands of times. So the last 20 years. I mean, the vanadium in these batteries will be there long past the pumps and the electrical parts.
So in your mine, which is in Nevada,
yes.
Correct? Are you getting it out of the ground yet? When do you expect to start producing, if not?
Yeah. We're actually at the stage of completing our bankable feasibility study this quarter, so it's a big key part for us, and looking to expand that resource. So we're now into the permitting phase. So far, we're on federal land, so we're going through the BLM, and the discussions have been really proactive. They are keenly aware of the need to move strategic metals forward in the process. So we're optimistic. If the permitting goes well, it could be in production in less than 18 months.
All right, Bill, we're going to ask you to hold on. We're going to take a break. Bill Radvak is with us. More with him after the break. American Vanadium and renewable energy.